Hi everyone, this is Nemesis of Pony 411. Welcome to a review of a very large figure. This is the My Little Pony, the movie My Magical Princess Twilight Sparkle doll thing. You can see the box. It's very large. You can see that's my hand right there. It's a very large box to the point of I can't get both the doll and the box in the shot at the same time. So real quick here, you can see, again, very large box, big window. It's a little bit, I respond to sound and touch. At the bottom here, you can see 90 plus phrases plus stories, songs, and more. And of course, see picture of Twilight, the movie logo. Spike in there, he actually was holding the instructions for the figure as if it was a scroll, which is kind of neat. You can also see at the top, it takes 4 C batteries. So remember that if you're going to get this thing. On the top here, you see lots of ponies. Movie logo. I respond to sound and touch. The side, you see Twilight. Help me sit with you, she says. More play pictures. Same as just more Twilight. On the bottom is just, well, barcode and stuff. And on the back, you see a bigger picture of the figure or the doll. She knows all the stuff she can do. She responds to sound and touch, tell stories, sing, magic and spells, responsive play modes. Little lyrics here. So, that's the box. And we'll now talk about the Twilight figure itself. Actually magically appears right in front of you right about now. And yes, there she is, the Twilight Sparkle creepy robot doll thing. Lots of discussion about her online, mostly about how creepy it is and stuff. It's based on the For Real Friends line of toys. It also comes, this is the instruction I was mentioning earlier. It's rolled up. It tells you, how to put the batteries in, tips for playing, all this stuff, how it works. So you got that. Make sure to pay attention to that if you get this thing. But you can see, before we get all the electronic stuff, she, you can see she's got a very, kind of a softer exterior. She's a kind of a plush, I guess a plush skin over a robot body. She's got a little removable crown. You can see. It's just translucent yellow plastic with sparkly things embedded inside. It just clips on up here on the head, just kind of in front of the ears. There's little comb pieces, so it can go into the hair pretty easily. Just kind of clips on, if I can do this one-handed. Clips over. There we go, like that. You can see she's also got her little royal horseshoes. Her wings are kind of made of that same stuff that, like the Beanie Baby pony plushes are made of. Same wing, the same stuff. She's got, combable hair or brushable hair. It's for the most part, it's kind of, you can see. Yeah, you can see she's got an open mouth. The hair is right there. You can see, again, the wings. Only cutie mark was only on the right side because that's how they do things. There's the tail. At least the cutie mark's embroidered. Yeah, it's kind of weighty because lots of gears and batteries and stuff in there. Speaking of, the batteries go in down here, so it's awkward for everybody. Just don't think about it too hard when you do it. You'll need a screwdriver, Phillips head, or I think a flathead works as well. So you got some articulation. You can move the hooves forward and back and hear it click into a neutral position. This one as well. Forward and back. This one can move, but it's supposed to kind of move on its own. So, like I said, it's electronic. And to really activate it the first time, you got to go and press this little sparkle on her hoof. So, we'll let her do some talking for now, huh?
Hello, pony friend. It's wonderful to meet you. I am Princess Twilight Sparkle, Princess of Friendship.
Yeah, you can tell that's not Tara Strong's voice.
Really? My spell failed. What do we do? Spike, take down a note for me. Spike? Spike? Have you seen Spike? Sometimes my brother, Shining Armor, calls me Twilight. Do you have a nickname?
Yeah, so she says random stuff. If you touch her cheek, she'll respond usually, unless she's in the middle of doing stuff like this. See, if your horn lights... I'm not sure how well you can see it, but the horn does light up in this when she's doing stuff. Turn off the lights real quick. You can see that, hopefully.
I must remember to write a letter to Princess Celestia.
Yeah, see, it's lighting up.
You help me remember?
Sometimes.
Take down a note for me. Spike. Spike.
You see, now she's repeating lines.
My number one assistant.
So her head moves back and forth. Her wings go back and... Her wings flap. She lifts her hoof up. If you touch her horn, she'll sometimes respond. Unless she's already in the middle of something. There, see? It responds. It glows. Yep. If you press... Yeah, if you press the button, she goes to different modes. Right now she's singing the theme song. So if you press the button, she'll go to a different mode. You'll get that little chime.
Friendship is magic. Being a good friend isn't always easy. Sometimes it means being able to forgive each other's mistakes. Real friends will like you for who you are.
Yep. Press the button again to cycle through modes. That was not a successful one.
Friendship is magic.
And sometimes doesn't want to cycle for whatever reason.
You have to agree on everything to get along. Hello, friend.
There we go.
This is one of my favorite stories.
Yeah, she tells stories sometimes.
Storm King invaded Tenderlock with Tempest and his storm creatures. We knew we were facing our biggest challenge yet. The Storm King thought it would be easy to steal the magic from Equestria, but he didn't realize that even though we're just little ponies, when we work together, we can do big things. We showed him that there's no power stronger than the magic of friendship. And we even made a few new friends along the way.
Story mode.
Friendship is the most powerful message of all.
Yeah, she went pretty long. There. It should be song mode, I think? Yep, song mode.
We got this together.
Yeah, she'll sing random songs from the movie. Sometimes she'll hum the My Little Pony theme song, or she'll sing it outright.
Never forget. And now everything is ready. So when the day is done, the weather's the banquet, the style and music, all will be in perfect harmony. Hooray!
And this should be another... Sometimes...
Did you know that I was chosen by Princess Celestia to learn the magical properties of friendship?
You can also hear the gears whirring a lot. That's the thing. Sometimes it doesn't want to switch. I've noticed. Spell work, yeah.
Let's try new magic together. Ready?
Doing something.
Excuse me. Sometimes you have to do things, even though you might fail. Trying your hardest is what's important. Friends are always there for each other. You are my best pony friend.
But we're not ponies. Yeah. Yeah, see, like I said, sometimes it gets kind of stuck.
That will fix everything. Let me see. You are my best friend. Looks like a new spell.
Yeah, see, it's still stuck in spell mode.
Study magic. How should it begin? I've got it. Excuse me.
can't interrupt it sometimes.
Friendship is magic. Every pony should have a friend like you. Every pony should have a friend like you.
Yeah, the problem is, again, sometimes she gets stuck on the same phrase over and over again.
Let's sing together. Sometimes my brother, shining light,
Right.
calls me Twilight.
And the thing is, if you wait long enough without interacting with her, she will, quote-unquote, fall asleep. And I'm sorry if the audio sounded a little weird. It's, again, I have to put myself in a weird position to review this thing because it's so massive. I mean, you can see that. Just studio setup, not very big, quite big enough for something like this. So, the thing is, she retails for $130. She's not cheap. As many...
Friendship is the creed. It has been from the start. It's the only way to lead with your crystal heart. From all of us together. Together we're friends. With the mark of our destinies made one, there's magic without end.
She's never actually said that for me before. That's a new one. Yeah, $130, and as people said, she's kind of creepy. Because it's this kind of weird look for it. It kind of crosses over a little into Uncanny Valley. For $130, I would say no, not worth it at all. It's this is pretty much all it does. It's $130, and that's a kind of steep, especially since, again, some people are off-put by it. However, because it hasn't sold very well, it's been going on sale a lot in a lot of places. For example, I bought this one for $73 brand new. Yeah, so for $73, it's a little easier to swallow, but it's still kind of on the high side. I would say only buy this if A, you're a big fan of Twilight Sparkle like I am, and B, you can find it for like less than $70, because that's really still pushing it. It's kind of impressive what they did with this thing, this whole for real movement and everything and all the phrases and stuff. It's kind of impressive to a degree, but it's not $130 impressive. If you can, again, if you can find it for less than $70, I would say, and you're again a big fan of Twilight, you might like it. But as it is, it's kind of hard to recommend at all. Yeah, I'm waiting for her to shut off by herself. She takes a while. By the way, she also, if she's not in her quote-unquote main mode, she'll respond to sound and whatnot as well. Not specific phrases or anything, just general sounds.
Good night. Sleep tight.
Sorry, I had to take her off screen because, well, apparently the heat of the lights was making her freak out and basically went into overdrive because I think it goes off body heat when you touch it or something. I'm not sure exactly. All I know is it was going to overdrive when it was under these lights, which get very hot. So I had to take it off screen. So, yeah, unfortunately couldn't see it. But I think I wish when she went quote unquote went to sleep, because she does kind of starts snoring and stuff, I wish the eyes closed instead of kind of creepily staying open. So again, she's kind of creepy. And she's $130 at retail. But because she sold so poorly, it's really easy to get her for cheaper than that. Again, I found this one for $73. If you're a Twilight fan, a big Twilight fan like I am, and you can find it for less than that, you might consider picking it up. But otherwise, the price is way too steep for what you're getting. Again, what they did for this is kind of impressive to a degree, but for what you're getting, $130 is way too steep. And I would just recommend finding it if you really want to find one, which I'm not sure how many people would. go find it for less than $70 if you can do that. It's going to be going super cheap. It's already dropping down a lot. It probably will go a bit cheaper just because these just didn't sell, period. So, yeah, it's this kind of awkward review, I guess, because, again, she didn't cooperate. Sorry. But I hope you found this interesting or entertaining. One of the two, hopefully. Or informative. At the very least, it maybe help you decide on whether or not to buy this thing. Again, not for retail. Don't do it for retail. It's kind of an interesting novelty, if anything, but not $130 interesting. $70 or less. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Hope you like, comment, subscribe if you did enjoy this. And I'll see you next time either on the podcast or in another video review.